Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your TNA spoilers for July 4th and July 11th episode. In some brief, very brief TNA news. Brooke Hogan got engaged to Dallas Cowboys center offensive lineman Phil Costa as they got engaged in Las Vegas on Friday night. You can view photos of Phil popping the question at thebiglead.com. And I'll post that right there, thebiglead.com again. Okay, here's the results I'll give you two different results. The first one courtesy of .net reader Roland Cruz. As they arrived at 6 p.m. and they had kind of a crappy seat for TNA Live after hearing great things about the live experience. Should be cool. The only thing they wanted from the merchandise table was the Ken Anderson Pro Wrestling is Real t-shirt, but it wasn't available, which is a huge bummer. At 6:30, the merchandise hawker came out and told the crowd that after the party at Big Al's Comedy Club and the Brown Bag Special, I was still bummed at not having the one t-shirt I wanted. Did I mention that they had a crap load of RVD shirts? Yeah, not smart. At 6:45, SoCal Val introduced Jeremy Borash, who was introduced by Mike today, who got a nice pop. They began taping for Explosion, and the arena was 3/4 full at that point. SoCal Val got the crowd going, and the RVD chants started. Funny. Tara came out to a big pop. ODB was next to a nice pop, so that's your first match tape, but it's only for Explosion. And ODB defeated Tara, and ODB chant got started. Tara dominated much of the match until ODB got to the Magic Flask and won on a what looked like a messed up F5. And now for your July the 4th episode taping. Christy Hemme comes out, and then Taz comes out. Huge boos for Taz. A Double comes out with an X Division title. He talked about whether you like him or hate him, you have to respect him. He called Hulk Hogan out, and the place came unplugged. Hogan stopped the crowd from chanting his name and told them to chant Aries' name. Hogan announced that he wasn't cashing in, but instead he would have a main event versus Suicide with a new name and Chris Sabin. Match number 1, AJ Styles defeated Kazarian by submission in a Bound for Glory Series match. Bad Influence came out dressed as Siegfried and Roy. I tried getting a Fandango humming, but nobody came in joining. I swear they looked like him tonight, and I'm assuming that this was a BFG series match since they didn't announce it to the live crowd. Mickie James comes out and talked about next week's ladder match. She was full-blown heel, and the fans gave her hell. Okay. Brian Howe got the gut check nod, but the live crowd didn't like this decision. Match number 2, Hernandez defeated Jay Bradley in a Bound for Glory Series match. Bradley got X-Pac heat. Hernandez won by pinfall with Chavo Guerrero's help. Aces and Eights were shown talking backstage. Match number 3, TNA Tag Champions James Storm and Gunner defeated Bromans, that's Jesse Goddard, and Robbie T. Bromans' music was kind of catchy. The champs won by pinfall. Sting and Kurt Angle came out representing the main event Mafia and received a huge pop. Sting introduced Samoa Joe, and he looked great in his Mafia gear. Nice touch. A huge Joe chant started. Joe played to the crowd and said Las Vegas is a game run by the Mafia. Angle put over Joe as the baddest SOB he has ever faced. Angle introduced Magnus as the next member of the main event Mafia. A small Magnus chant started. Magnus again put over Joe, who looked like the shining crown in the ring. Match number 4, Jeff Hardy defeated Joseph Park by disqualification in a Bound for Glory Series match. A Fruity Pebbles chant broke out, followed by a You Can't Wrestle chant. And then we get a We Want Tables chant breaking out. Joseph was busted open and he sidewalk slammed the ref after looking like a bisque. And the crowd booed that part. The in-ring gut check judgment was held. Al Snow got a head chant. Ryan Howe came out to round the boos. Al Snow voted no. Ryan turned to say his promo, but he was booed throughout. Danny Davis said yes. Bruce Pritchard said no. Out you go, folks. Match number 5, Chris Sabin defeated Austin Aries and Suicide with a new name to win the X Division title. So we get another title change. Ace and Ace were in the crowd for this one. The crowd started chanting for TJ Perkins. A Super Dragon chant broke out. It was a typical three-way dance early with one out of the ring, while the other two duked it out. Perkins was powerbombed by Doc outside the ring. Main Event Mafia came out and chased Aces and Ace back through the crowd. EMTs came out as the masked man looked to be legitimately injured. I don't know how, if it was legit, as the camera crew followed him to the back. After a great back and forth, the crowd chanted, "This is awesome." A TNA chant broke out. Sabin won with what looked like a front suplex from the top rope. Sabin showed his belt to Bully Ray and then jawed back and forth. Sabin told Bully that he may be looking at the next world champion, and they jawed back and forth again to close out the July 4th taping. And the second week for July 11th, also by Roland Cruz, who is a .NET reader. In the following results, this show was set up as a Joker's Wild tournament that was set up a gauntlet match for 25 points in the Bound for Glory series. Match number 1, Samoa Joe and AJ Styles defeated Jeff Hardy and Joseph Park. Joe made Park tap with a rear naked chokehold. Match number 2, Mr. Anderson and Magnus defeated Jay Bradley and Hernandez. So far it was random drawing 101 with people in feuds within the BFG series teaming up. A nice asshole chant broke out as Magnus pinned Hernandez without help from Anderson. Aces and Aces were out next throughout the crowd and had Las Vegas police around them. Bully Ray took the mic. Bully talked about Chris Sabin having the opportunity for his title. Bully got the what treatment throughout his promo. Bully talked about voting in the vice president. Bully said no to the challenge at Louisville. The Main Event Mafia came out. Kurt Angle took the mic and flubbed his lines, but said that they would eliminate the Aces and Eights in Louisville. Sting said the newest member of Mafia is a heavy hitter as they walked off of the stage. Match number 3, Bobby Roode and Kazarian defeated Christopher Daniels and Austin Aries. Well, slap me around and call me Sally if I didn't see this one coming. Kazarian and Roode won with a small package. Daniels broke a 3 count following a very impressive DDT from the rope. Bad Influence made up afterwards and walked to the back together. Match number 4, Gail Kim defeated Taryn Terrell in a ladder match. Mickey James was seated on the railing next to the fans. There were a lot of your typical bumps for this one. This is also chant broke out as Taryn brought another ladder out. This teaser spot was Gail Kim laying on the second ladder, but she rolled out of the way. There was a very nice splash from Taryn from the top of the ladder. Finally, Gail won by tying Taryn's hair to the ropes. The Knockouts had an awesome match with plenty of time to work with. The crowd was into it, and they went all out. The best match of TV taping for either show by far. Match number 5, Magnus won a gauntlet match to earn 25 points in the Bound for Glory series. As Styles and Magnus opened the gauntlet match, which was fought Royal Rumble style until 2 men were left, and then they fought for the 25 points. The crowd was not into either of these guys, and a boring chant broke out until Kazarian came out next. Samoa Joe was out next, so Styles eliminated Kazarian. The Main Event double team Styles until Mr. Anderson came out. Rude came out next, and the countdown to the final two was on. Anderson eliminated Styles. Joe and Anderson double eliminated each other, and the match portion took place. Magnus won with a reverse roll-up to a good reaction. Hulk Hogan comes out for the X Division cash-in announcement and received a good reaction. They love Hogan live. He introduced Chris Sabin, who got a nice reaction. Sabin handed the title to Hulk, but Aces and Eights interrupted. Bully told Sabin that he would never beat him. Sabin told Bully that it was him who pinned Bully in the Team 3D's retirement match. Bully brought Aces and Eights out, and the main event, Mafia came out to even the score. Sting introduced their next partner in the Mafia, Rampage Jackson, to a standing ovation as the newest member of the Mafia. Main event Mafia posed on the stage as the July 11th show come to a close. I don't know if this will be on TV, but Bully challenged Hulk, who started to threaten Bully, and Hulk and Sabin double-teamed Bully to close out the night. Then they had another explosion taping, and Chavo defeated Kenny King. The match was actually taped before the final Impact segment. And then an FSW chant broke out. FCW is the local wrestling company out there in Vegas. The crowd was very hot for Kenny, who was featured in the main event for the crowd. However, Chavo won with a false splash. And a second report from Mark Middleton of one of the dirt sheets, Lords of Pain. July the 4th episode, Hulk Hogan came out announcing the main event. T.J. Perkins is no longer Suicide. He's Manic. Austin Aries versus Manic versus Chris Sabin will take place later. AJ Styles defeated Kazarian. Mickey James cut a promo and will face Gail Kim or Taryn Terrell in a few weeks. Hernandez defeated Jay Bradley. Gunner and James Storm defeated Robbie E. and Jesse Goddard. Jeff Hardy defeated Joseph Park in a Battle for Glory Series match. Ryan Howell got denied by the gut check judges. Chris Sabin defeated Austin Aries and Manic to win the TNA X Division title. Aces and Eights took out Manic after the match. Main event Mafia evens the score to fight off Aces and Eights. And Mark Middleton again reports for the July the 11th episode. That was taped on June 30th. Yesterday, TNA taped July 11th episode. And here's the spoilers. Joker's Wild Tag matches were announced. AJ Styles and Samoa Joe defeated Jeff Hardy and Joseph Park. Magnus and Mr. Anderson defeated Hernandez and Jay Bradley. Anderson refused to tag in to Magnus. Ace and Eights cut a promo about the main event Mafia. MEM challenged them to a fight next week. Kazarian and Bobby Roode defeated Austin Aries and Daniels. Kazarian rolled up Daniels for the win. All the winning teams will enter a gauntlet match, and the winner gets 25 points in the Battle for Glory Series. And your women's match was Gail Kim defeating Taryn Terrell in an awesome ladder match to become the new #1 contender for the Knockouts title. And that's a little bit different, as Mr. Middleton did not report on the main event for the second taping. And he didn't even mention about Sting introducing Rampage Jackson as the new main event Mafia. Okay, well, thanks for viewing, and that ends your results and spoilers for the week of July 4th and July 11th. Thanks again. Peace out. God bless.